the next topic, what I'm going to discuss first, according to the order, exception handling concept, exception handling concept. We require to discuss. We require to discuss, right? Okay, exception handling. Just wait for a minute. The sample questions also I will show for you people, right? Okay, these are yesterday night. We are planning. We wrote, right? Okay, so the possible questions. Just I'm showing. Take a bit very special care about this one. Sir, here, yes, which two modifications require to compile the code successfully? Something like, sir, here, throw new IO exception. Oh, this is the question related to throw and the throws. Regarding throw new IO exception, there is one very important concept is there, checked exception and unchecked exception. Regarding checked exception or unchecked exception, that part you should have that knowledge, right? Okay, remember that this is one possible question for the exam. Next, consider read card throws exception. Next, check a card throws runtime exception. Yes, it is also related to throws keyword. Okay, remember that throws keyword only. So more major concentration, checked exception, throw keyword, throws keyword. I mean, very important, right? Next, how to define my own exception. Regarding, I'm defining my own customizer exception, right? Sir, here, what is the output by default we are going to get? Yes, I'm sure this bit is also related to throw keyword. Throw new, there is a possibility of checked exception, unchecked exception. Yes, there is one important rule is there. That part I will discuss, right? Next, given the code fragment, given the code fragment, yes, what is the output by default you are going to get? Null pointer exception is thrown at runtime. It is really nowhere related to exception handling. Here, just if you are performing any operation on the null, then automatically null pointer exception by default you are going to get. Okay. Next, this is okay, like sir, exception, try catch and so on, like we have. What is the output? We may discuss. Don't worry, sir. Sir, array list runtime exception. While of true, we are keep on adding. What will happen? We are keep on adding, and so on. What will happen? Like this, right? Okay. So definitely, at certain point, memory problem is going to come. That's why. So a runtime error is going to thrown. Okay, like. Next, which are the advantages of Java exception handling? Just it's a theoretical thing. Next, which statements are true about Java exception handling? Okay, like which two statements are true? Like just some theoretical questions, and then some programmatic, Programmatic mostly concentration on try and catch. Next, a very important concentration throw and throws. Yes, so these are things compulsory you people should be aware. Then your life by default will become very easy. Yes, I'm sure, sir. Okay, because these are the only possible questions for the exam sake. That's why let me explain in the required style. Don't worry much about this one, sir. So now my point here is observe a bit very carefully about this. So now, what is exception handling? You are not kids related to this area. That's why just the required areas I will keep more focus. Don't worry about that. So here the point is, what is exception handling? What is the need? What is the meaning of exception handling? Just very simple, sir. Can you please tell what is exception? Yes, respond. What is an exception? What is an exception? Yeah, exception. Yes, respond each and every person. Unusual event. What is an exception? Unusual event. So some unexpected event which disturbs my regular flow of the program. Correct, right? An unexpected event which disturbs my regular flow of the program. Correct, right? Unusual or unexpected event which disturbs my regular flow of the program. Suppose here just assume that this Saturday evening you have the plan to go for movie. Assume that this Saturday evening you have planned to go for movie, but anyway, unfortunately, class is also there. Then sorry, I can't come to the movie because I have the session. Like so, you missed the cinema and you are waiting for the class. Suddenly in the last minute, management, sir, you got the updation from the management saying, so today class has been cancelled. Though then immediately you try for movie, sorry, tickets already completed. Wow, how worst the scenario. Are you getting that? Okay, so take a bit very special care. So some unwanted, unexpected event that disturbs our normal flow of the program is called exception. Best example, suppose you came, everything is ready to attend the session, sir. You started your system, even webinar is also, link is also opening, you log in, but very unfortunate, you are unable to listen the instructor voice. Are you getting that? You are unable to listen my voice. Then automatically something is happened. Maybe network issue or otherwise in your system some problem, like something, some unwanted, unexpected event that disturbs the regular flow of the program, which is nothing but what? Exception handling. Correct or not? Are you in a position which is nothing but exception? Are you in a position to understand that? Can you please tell what is an exception? An unexpected and unwanted, and unexpected event that disturbs regular flow of the program. Regular flow of the program. Okay, program is called exception. Are you getting that? Which disturbs regular flow, normal flow of the program is called exception. Okay, next, it is highly recommended to handle the exception. If you are not going to handle the exception, what will happen here? Our resources, we may block our resources. System sometimes may crash also. May crash also, right? Remember that. Okay. So if there may be here, our system may sometimes crash also. Remember that. Okay. So the first important point here is, what is the need of exception handling? What is the need purpose of exception handling? Very simple, sir. A small chota example. Do you know you prepare several reports for your college work, maybe assignment work, or otherwise maybe project report, or otherwise seminar report you have submit in the college, seminar report or project report, something like. You may have several times you prepared the report in the doc file or some way. What happened is, you are working on the PC. Okay, PC, not the laptop, PC. Just you type morning at 4 o'clock, you wake up to 7, you are keep on changing. 7, you should go to the college. At 9, you have to submit. That is the last day. So keep on doing the modification, that modification, this modification, and so on. Almost the time is 6:45. Almost you are in the last 2 or 3 pages. If you are going to complete that 2 or 3 pages, your work is going to be completed. Suddenly, power gone. Are getting suddenly power gone? No backup facility. You didn't save the document. What will happen? Ayo, are you able to understand my word? Early morning 4 o'clock onwards, you are editing your project report. By 7, you have to complete. At 9, you have to submit that in your college. But anyway, almost around 6:45, only 2 or 3 pages remaining. You didn't save that work. Suddenly power gone. What about our situation? Are you going to miss something or not? Are you going to miss something or not? Yes, you can't submit. The whatever the required report in the college, because it's small. You didn't save. Then automatically power gone. Then it's always a problem. Are you getting? So you are not in a position to handle power failure. Then obviously you are going to miss something. Are you getting that? You are going to miss something. The same style by default will be there. Even suppose observe that I'm trying to open DB connection. Next, read the data from DB. Okay. Next, close DB, sir. Are you getting? Close DB, like this I'm taking. Open DB connection, read the data from database, close DB, something like this I'm taking, sir. So now the point here is, just observe a bit very carefully, sir. Observe a bit very carefully. Open DB connection, read data from DB, close DB, like this, right? Okay. Now the point here is, sir, you open DB connection successfully. Okay, successfully you open database connection, sir. No problem at all. Yes, you open. While reading data, you are trying to read the data. While reading data, something goes wrong. Again, while reading data, something goes wrong. Something goes wrong. Immediately, SQL exception got raised. Assume that SQL exception got raised. SQL exception got raised, sir. Got raised. Then if SQL exception got raised, if you are not going to handle, then the program will be terminated here only. If the program got terminated here, then who is going to close the database connection? Then who is going to close the database connection? No one is going to close the database connection because the program terminated at this line only. So if database connection is not closed, one database connection is in open, but no one is allowed to use. No one is using that database connection, right? So like that, if 10 connections are going to be, sir, just open like that. Sir, 10 times this type of program got terminated in the middle only, then automatically, sir, 10 connections will become waste. If my database server will provide support at a time only for 10 connections, then the 11th person is coming, to communicate with the database. Sorry man, you can't, because maximum number of connections are already in open. Total project by default is going to be down. Remember that. Are you getting right? So if you are not closing database connection, one resource you are going to waste, one resource you are going to block, which is going to be effect on our project or on our application. Are you able to understand, right? So the biggest purpose of exception handling is, sir, I don't want abnormal termination. I want graceful termination. Are you getting that? Graceful termination I want. Even something goes wrong, no problem. We should be in a position to handle the graceful termination. I don't want abnormal termination. I don't want to miss anything. Regarding, I don't want to miss anything, sir. Anything I don't want to miss, sir. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to lose anything, sir. My system resources should not be blocked. Sir, my data by default will be saved. Such type of thing I want. Graceful termination I want. I don't want abnormal termination. Okay, that is the main purpose of exception handling. And if anyone is asking what is the main objective of exception handling, is graceful termination of our program. That's what you have to tell. Sir, power gone, it's a very common problem. But whenever power is going to be gone, at least 5 minutes power backup you should have. If it's the laptop, no problem at all. If it's the system, 5 minutes at least power backup must be required. Then you are going to arrange some UPS for at least 5 minutes. Once power gone, you will save all your work, properly shut down the system. Once power is going to come, then you can continue your work. Regarding such a type of graceful termination I want, normal termination I want, then we should go for exception handling. Everyone can aware? They respond. What is the meaning of exception? What is the meaning of exception? What is the purpose of exception handling? It is very clear for you people, right? Okay? Meaning of exception, and what is the meaning of exception, and what is the purpose of exception handling? Okay? Like you people should aware. Okay? Next, what is the meaning? Sir, what is exception? What is the need of exception? We covered, sir. What is the meaning of exception handling? Meaning of exception handling, sir. I want to handle exception array. Okay, what it means? In what way you are going to handle? What is the meaning of exception handling? Very simple, sir. Suppose if the power gone, what we are going to do? We should have some alternative UPS. With that, we can able to continue our work. Again, we should have some alternative UPS. With that, we can able to continue our work, sir. So same way, if there is a problem with the Oracle database, hey, don't stop the program. Safe side, use MySQL database and continue execution. Regarding continue execution, suppose file is not available. If you are going to get file not found exception, don't stop your program. Use some local file and continue your execution. use some local file and continue your execution. Are you getting? So everywhere you should think about alternative. You have to define alternative to continue rest of the program normally. Are you getting? So we have to define some alternative at the beginning only. This is the main flow. If the main flow there is a problem, immediately alternative flow is going to execute. Happily my program is stable to continue forever. Are you getting right? So it's always going to continue, sir. It's always going to continue like this, right? Okay. Sir, sometimes observe that I'm planning. I want to travel to my native place. Okay, by bus. That's all. This is about statement 1. Okay, now if I can take like this directly, by mistake bus ticket is not available, then your journey can't because there is a possibility is there. Then immediately same program, same requirement. I will do like this. I want to travel to my native place by bus. Okay. If bus not available, okay, bus not available, then I will try by train. Are you getting? By train. Sir, if train not available, if bus and train not available, then I will try by flight. Are you getting? If no facility is available, then I will go by my own car. Are you getting? My own car. That's all. Observe the scenario. A person write the program like this. Another person write the program like this. Even length of the code may be more, but definitely which program is going to success always? First one or second one? Array, definitely this program definitely is going to execute, man, perfectly in any case. Which one? Either first one or second one. Are you able to understand? Because I know risky things. I know risky thing in my requirement. For those risky things, already I have several alternatives. If one alternative is not going to work, next alternative, like some multiple alternatives already might define for my risky things. Then at runtime, we never going to face any problem at all. Definitely, even something goes wrong means bus ticket is not available. No problem. You are not required to stop your journey. Okay. If bus is not available, try for train. If it is not available, try for flight. If it is not available, then try for car. Something like that. So the meaning of exception handling is defining alternative way to continue rest of the program normally. Any doubt? Any doubt? Are you able to understand? What is the biggest advantage? What is the biggest advantage of exception handling? I mean, is a normal termination? What is the meaning of exception handling? Is defining alternative way to continue rest of the program normally. This concept itself is nothing but exception handling. Remember that, sir. So the main advantage, the main purpose. So defining alternative way to continue rest of the program normally itself is the concept of exception handling. Okay, like that. So now here the point should be very clear, sir. Here just a legend. I want to read the data. Observe that. Read data from remote file locating at learner. Remote file locating at learner. At runtime, if learner file is not available, then we will get at runtime. If learner file is not available, then we will get we will get a file not found exception. If a file not found exception is coming, hey, don't stop the program. Use some local file and continue the rest of the program normally. How you can able to do that, sir? Here just observe carefully. Observe a bit very carefully. Try. I'm taking, sir. Try. Okay, sir. Here try. I'm taking. Read the data from remote file. Locating at learner. This is our main flow, sir. At runtime, if main flow there is some problem, then automatically catch there is some problem. Catch file not found exception. Regarding file not found exception, we are going to get. If a file not found exception is coming, use local file. Use the local file, and continue rest of the program normally. Regarding and continue rest of the program normally. Okay, I hope now everyone in a position to understand, right? Sir, please, can you please confirm? Sir, where is the main flow? Main flow is always we are taking inside try block. Inside try block. Within the try block, if there is a problem, then alternative flow is already there inside catch block. Are you getting? In the main flow, if there is a problem, alternative flow is already there with me. Then happily with the alternative flow, we can able to continue the execution. Itself is nothing but exception handling. Okay, so we should have alternative for every activity in our program. If you define several activities, your program never going to fail. More robust program. Okay, to get that robustness, my program never going to fail. We should have this type of alternatives by using exception handling. Any doubt? Everyone can even right now. Some people may ask. Some people may ask. Sir, why don't you do? Why this try catch all these nonsense is required? Why don't you do by using if else? By using if else and so on. Sir, every time I have to check if the file is available, not available yet London, then else block. If the file is available, then if block and so on. So if I'm using if else, then the checking whether it is success or whether it is a fail, I require to check manually. But if I use a try catch, language itself is going to provide support. Boss, there is a problem. Immediately, I'm not required to move to the else block. Directly, automatically, the control will goes to the catch block. Regarding, so exception handling is automatic support. Exception handling itself is automatic support from language. That's why better to use this automatic support from the language instead of defining your own conditional statements by using if else. Some people, it's a very common doubt, sir, why exception handling is required. Directly you can do that with the if else and so on. If it is if else, whether London file is available or not, if it is available, yes, if it is not available, use. Like we require to write the code, unnecessary, more lengthy code by default will be there. Okay, so that what we call flow, that control flow, you require to write the code. But if I use a try catch finally, the control flow, we are not required to do that. Automatically, my JDM by default is going to take care because of language level support the try catch words. Clear, right? Any doubt? Respond. So up to this we covered only 3 words. What is exception? In a single word, an unexpected, unwanted event that disturbs the normal flow of the program is called exception. Next, what is the purpose of exception handling? The main purpose of exception handling is graceful termination of the program. Graceful termination of the program or normal termination. Sir, I don't want abnormal termination. The purpose is graceful termination of the program or normal termination. Next, what is the meaning of exception handling? Defining alternative to continue our program always. That's all. These are 3 words. If you people can aware, then the basic introduction to exception handling. That's all. Any doubt? After this is the clear. Can I go to the next level? Yes, ma'am. Can I go to the next level? Yeah. Next point, very important terminology. Please make sure, sir, directly I want to talk about most valuable important terminology. Exception hierarchy. It's a very important, sir, because we saw several questions from this area. Do you know every exception in Java? Every exception in Java is a class. It's a class. It's a class. Every exception in Java, it is a class. Sir, all exceptions and the errors are child classes of. Anyone can you please tell which is the parent for all Java exceptions and errors? Right. Good. Which is the child class for all exceptions and errors? Please respond each and every person. Which class acts as the root for exception hierarchy? Sir, in the last sessions in the inheritance, somewhere I covered. Which class acts as the root for all Java exceptions and errors? Remember that. Which ones are throwable? Remember, what is that, sir? Can you spell out? Throwable is the root. Throwable, okay, throwable is the root, sir. Root for all exceptions and errors. Next, do you know for this throwable contain two child classes? One is exception, second one is error, sir. Regarding throwable contain two child classes. One is exception and the second one is error. Like this, right? First one is the exception, second one is error. Can you tell what is the difference between exception and error? Anyone? Anyone? Can you please tell what is the difference between exception and error? Don't tell. Errors will occur at runtime, but I mean, errors will come at compile time, but exceptions will come at runtime. Don't tell like that, okay? Because whether exception or error, whatever we are discussing, all these things are going to occur only at the runtime. Remember that, only at the runtime. Okay, so both are going to come at runtime only. Then what is the difference between exception and error? Very simple, sir. Very simple. Exception means exception means, so most of the times exceptions are caused by our program only. Exceptions are caused by our program only. Suppose, best example, I'm trying to read the data from the remote file locating at London. Because of this line, there is a possibility of file not found exception. If I'm not taking this line, then automatically you never going to get file not found exception. Sir, most of the times exceptions are caused by our program only because of our coding, logical mistakes like that. So most of the times exceptions are caused by our program only, and exceptions are recoverable. Regarding exceptions are what? Recoverable. What is the meaning of recover? In the case of exception, if exception got raised, we can define catch block to continue rest of the program normally. Best example, yes ma'am, file not found exception. Best example, file not found exception. If a file not found exception is coming, then immediately, you know, if a file not found exception is coming, then immediately, sir, my JVM, I can define catch block already. Happily, I can handle. I will use a local file, and the rest of the program will be continued normally. So, handling and the continue rest of the program normally is the concept of recoverable. Are you able to understand, right? What the meaning of recoverable, sir? Handling and the continue rest of the code normally is the meaning of recoverable. Okay, well, so exceptions are related only towards you people should be aware. Exceptions are caused by our program only. Exceptions are recoverable. Recoverable means we can define catch block, and the catch block will be executed if really that exception is going to come, and the continue rest of the program normally is nothing but recoverable. Now, here say this one. Sometimes what will happen is, my program is executing, sir. Assume that my program is executing. Some virus, my system got attacked with virus. Then my system got crashed. My system got trashed. Then can I define catch block for that? are you understand my point, right, sir? Virus happened. My JVM is not in a position. Even you start Java program, immediately it's terminating. Immediately my JVM got crashed because of some virus attack. Can I write catch block for that? No way. No way. You can't write catch block, sir. You can't write catch block. That is the problem with your system, not the problem with our program. Next step. Suppose my program is running, sir. At certain point, complete memory occupied, no vacant memory. No vacant memory. Then my program not in a position to continue. Not in a position to continue. Out of memory error is going to come. If out of memory error is coming, can I define catch block for that? Because increasing memory, you never want to do that. You can't do that regarding programmatically. So that thing should be responsible. Either server admin is the responsible or system admin is the responsible, not you are. If out of memory error is coming, being a programmer, what we have to do is, oh, if it is the situation, sorry, we can't do anything. Sorry, we can't do anything. Just we have to see, that's all. We are not going to do anything. System by default will be stopped. The program will be terminated abnormally by raising out of memory error. So most of the times errors are not caused by our program. Are you getting? Not caused by our program. Our programs are our program is not responsible to generate errors. Most of the times errors are not caused by our program. These are just lack of system resources. Lack of system resources, like the memory problem or otherwise virus problem. Such type of thing is nothing but errors concept, right? So errors are recoverable or non-recoverable. What's the answer? Errors are recoverable or non-recoverable. Can you please tell? Ayo, respond, man. Exceptions are recoverable. I can write a catch block. Happily I can able to continue. But errors are non-recoverable. Remember that. That's all. So, what is the main difference between exception and error? Maybe a chance to ask in the interview room, sir. Exceptions are caused by our program and these are recoverable. That is, we can define catch block. Happily, that catch block will be executed and continue rest of the program normally. But most of the times, errors are not caused by our program. These are due to lack of system resources. Okay. And the errors are non-recoverable. Remember that. Any doubt? Can you please respond up to this? It's very clear for you people, right? Okay, sir. Now the next point, what I want to take here. Observe carefully, sir. Can you show me? Yeah, we will. Yes, up to this is very clear. Okay. Now next word, sir. Now the next word, sir. For the exception, assume here there are several child classes are there, sir. Observe these words very carefully, sir. Runtime exception. Under runtime exception, there are several child classes are there. Arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, class cast exception. Next, index out of bounds exception, index out of bounds exception. Next, under that array index out of bounds exception. Next, string index out of bounds exception, string index out of bounds exception, string index out of bounds exception. All these things are under runtime exceptions. Under runtime exception. Can I spell out? Arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, like this. All these things are nothing but, do you know these things are runtime exception. These things are under runtime exception. Similar to that, sir, there is another category is there, IO exception. Sir, very important. Very important. Observe this diagram carefully, sir. IO exception, because you require to insert this diagram in your mind, or not in your notes. Remember, sir, this diagram is very important. IO exception. Can you please tell any child classes of IO exception? Any child classes of IO exception? Respond. I forgot, because somewhere in the last overriding rules we covered already this. Can you spell out child classes of IO exception? File not found exception. Of course, full forms you can able to understand. File not found exception. Next, EOF exception. File not found exception. EOF exception. File not found exception. EOF exception. Okay, full forms you can able to understand, right? So like there are several interrupted IO exception. Like there are several things are there. Next, what is the next thing we have? Regarding what the next thing is, interrupted exception. Regarding interrupted exception, very important, sir, in the multi-threading area. Okay, interrupted exception. Okay, similarly we have SQL exception. We have SQL exception. Next, and after that, servlet exception. We have servlet exception. Like several child classes are there for this exception. Regarding that, for this exception, there are several child classes are there. Class not found exception, correct? Class not found exception, like class not found exception. Okay, like yes, there are several child classes are there, sir. Class not found exception, like this, right? Now, can you please observe? Can you please read under exception what the child classes? What child classes we took, sir? First one is runtime exception. Second one is IO exception. Third one, interrupted exception. Fourth one, SQL exception. Servlet exception. Next, the class not found exception. Like there are multiple child classes are there under exceptions. Now, can you tell arithmetic, null pointer, class cache, all these things are child classes of? Please respond. Arithmetic, null pointer exception, class cache exception, interrupted, index out of bounds exception, all these things are child classes of runtime exception. Runtime exception, right? Next, similarly, under error also, there are several child classes are there, sir. Sir, one child class, VM error. What is that? Can you spell out? VM error. Under VM error, there are again two child classes are there. One is out of memory error. Out of memory error. Next, the second one out of memory error. Second one, sir, stack overflow error. Like this, right? Okay, out of memory error, and then stack overflow error, like this. These are. Similarly, we have assertions concept. We have assertion error. Next, linkage error. Under linkage error, verify error. Under linkage error, verify error. Are getting under linkage error, verify error. Bytecode verify error, sir. Verify error. Like there are several things are there. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? Throwable exception, runtime exception, IO exception, interrupted exception, SQL exception, errors like these. These are various things what we have. This diagram is very important for you people, right? Okay, so now the point is, among these, some are checked exceptions, some are unchecked exceptions. So very important for the interview room, even for the exam. These concepts are, some are checked exceptions, and some are unchecked exceptions. Some are checked exceptions, some are unchecked exceptions. Remember that. So which are checked? What is the meaning of checked? What is the meaning of unchecked? You should have clear clarity about this terminology. What the meaning? What the meaning of checked exception and unchecked exception? Very, very important terminologies. Observe very carefully about these words. So now my point is, what is the meaning of checked exception and unchecked exception? Can you please read checked, checked, and unchecked? What the first one? Checked. Second one? Unchecked. Unchecked, like that, right? Sir, what is the meaning of checked exception? Checked exception. Very, very simple, sir. The exceptions which are checked by compiler. Remember that the exceptions which are checked by compiler, compiler for smooth execution of the program at runtime. For smooth execution of the program, at runtime. Okay, the exceptions which are checked by compiler, whether programmer handling or not. Okay, so the exceptions which are checked by compiler, whether programmer handling or not, for smooth execution of the program at runtime, these exceptions are by default considered as checked exceptions. Regarding what it means, sir. Sir, can you please give one layman example so that we can able to understand? Very, very simple, sir. Do you know? Very I hope you people can able to understand very easily my words, sir. Have you completed or cleared 10th class exams? 10th exams, man. 10th class exam. I should not ask at this stage. So 10th class exam, you completed. Everyone in this session already completed. Otherwise, when you are coming to engineering and then jobs, OCJA, like this. If you observe 10th class exam, in our life, first time public exams are 10th class exams only. Correct? Even namesake 7th class, these kind of things are there, but those are not actually public exams. Sir, original serious public exams are 10th class exams only. Even in 10th class, there are several students are going to fail. Some students' life is going to be changed with the 10th class results only. Remember, that's why 10th class, everyone a bit panic. Sir, you are ready to start for the exam, first exam, sir, public exam, first exam that day. If you remember your 10th class exam days also, just memorize once, you may have this type of experience. You are ready to go for the first exam. Then at the house, there are several formalities by default will be there. Do special puja for all ticket and pen. Regarding do special puja for all ticket and pen, and coconut, regarding coconut. Next, you should have some special agreement with the God saying, if I will get 500 marks, then I will come to Tirumala or Tirupati or something like, or Shirdi. Okay, like some people may have, okay, special agreements with the gods also. Like all those agreement signs, everything is going to be happen. Next, you are ready to start for the exam. You are ready to start for the exam. Then immediately your mother is going to ask, Arey, can you please cross check? Are you taking hall ticket or not? Arey, cross check, man, whether you are taking hall ticket or not. Immediately you are going to show hall ticket from your pocket. Mother, I took already, like this. Now I have one doubt. If the mother checking whether this person is taking hall ticket or not at the beginning, what is the advantage we are going to get? Can you please guide? What is the biggest advantage we are going to get? If the mother is going to check at the beginning whether this person is taking hall ticket or not without fail, this person is taking hall ticket or not without fail, what is the advantage by default he is going to get? Yes, because at runtime, the chance of forgetting hall ticket is never be, because mother already checked at the beginning. At runtime, my program execution will become very smooth. Correct or not? At runtime, my program execution will become very smooth if you prepare everything already at the beginning only. Correct, right? So if mother is going to check that at runtime, my program execution will become very smooth. Not only this scenario, sir. If you want to travel, if you are traveling in the train, so most of the times your father or mother is going to ask, "Arey, can you please check have you took tickets or not? Can you please check have you took the tickets or not?" Because you will be there in the train, you will be there in the railway station, but you are not having the tickets. But anyway, luckily these days everything is online, mobile ticket you can able to show. Okay, acceptable, right? Okay, but olden days, "Arey, have you took ticket or not? Have you took all ticket or not?" Are you getting right? These kind of things by default will be there. Getting, if someone is going to check at the beginning, then at runtime I never going to face any problem. Are you getting that? Okay, like suppose if I'm traveling in the car, my own car, I'm ready to start travel to somewhere 300 400 kilometers I require to travel. Early morning at 4 o'clock I started. Then just before starting, my father is going to ask, Ray, can you please cross check diesel is available or not? Stephanie tire is available or not? Can you please check, man? Can you please check? It doesn't mean definitely my tire is going to puncture. I want to replace with the Stephanie. So it's not. But if you are, even that situation is going to come, whether you are in a position to handle or not, my father is going to check. If my father is going to check like that, at runtime, my execution of the program will become very small, very small. Such type of thing is nothing but, okay, checked exceptions, right? Who is going to play the father role or mother role here? Compiler. Regarding, so if the compiler is responsible to check the exceptions which are checked by compiler, whether the programmer handling or not, for smooth execution of the program at runtime, these exceptions are by default considered as checked exceptions, right? Are you able to understand? Now, hall ticket missing exception, file not found exception, these kind of things are nothing but checked exceptions only. Okay, checked by compiler at the beginning. These things are by default considered checked exceptions, right? Okay, just observe that with a small chota example. Then you people can able to understand clearly, right? Sir, I'm taking class test. Listen, very important example I'm ready to talk. Sir, class test I'm taking. This is the class test. I want to write data to the file abc.txt. Now print writer pw is equal to new print writer of abc.txt. Print writer pw is equal to new print writer of abc.txt. pw dot println of hello. Like this I'm trying to get. Next, print writer is available inside IO package java.io.star. Perfect. Okay, this is about my code. Now I will ask, observe, Saurav, observe carefully. The people who are not strong in exception handling, can you please more concentration? Observe that carefully. Sir, I'm taking like this. Can you please tell either code is going to compile or not? Either code is going to compile or not? Either code is going to compile or not? Just I'm asking compilation. Hey, compiler, can you please compile this code? Like, either code is going to compile or not? No. The reason is, Durga, you are trying to write hello to abc.txt. At runtime, there may be a chance of file not found. So, according to your code, there may be a chance of file not found exception. There is a possibility where you are handling. Without handling, how I can accept your code is going to be compiled? Regarding you didn't handle, minimum care also you are not taking about your code, man. There may be a chance of file not found exception, but you didn't report about that exception. How I can accept this code to compile? Are you getting? How I can accept this code to compile? Like compiler is going to ask. Observe that. Like let me compile this code. Here Java C test.java. Unreported exception. must be caught or declared to be thrown. Must be caught or declared to be thrown. Unreported exception, file not found exception, must be caught or declared to be thrown. Must be caught or declared to be thrown. Okay, like any doubt? Any doubt? Yeah, Veeramani, strictly speaking, print writer having that capability, but compiler don't know about that. Okay, compiler don't know. Strictly speaking, print writer having that ability, but compiler don't know about that. Okay, so now compiler is asking, hey, there is a possibility of file not found exception, man. Where you are handling, you didn't take minimal care. How I can accept this code to compile? Immediately compiler is going to object. So clear indication, file not found exception, either checked exception, because compiler checking whether the programmer handling or not. Now I have to convey to the compiler. Hey, bloody compiler, this is the way I'm going to handle. Can you please observe? Can you please observe like this code I'm taking inside try block? I'm taking this code inside the try block. Okay, like next catch, file not found exception. File not found exception E. Okay, that's all. So now within the catch block, what you are writing, my compiler never going to check. Array, do you have catch block or not? Do you have catch block or not? Like it is going to be there, sir. Now, have you observed? Happily the code is going to be compiled. Oh, whether you are handling file not found exception or not, my compiler is checking. What is the advantage is, really at runtime if file not found exception is coming, you have already handling code, so that happily this handling code is going to be executed, so your program never going to fail at runtime. Such type of exceptions are by default considered yes, okay, checked exceptions. Any doubt? Please observe a bit very carefully, sir. Are you in a position to understand? Yes, Saurav Kumar. Okay. Yes, what is the meaning of checked exception? The exceptions which are checked by compiler for smooth execution of the program at runtime. These things are by default considered yes, okay, checked exceptions, right? Okay. Compiler is always going to check only syntax, whether we are writing catch block or not. Inside catch block, what code you wrote? Nonsense. Yes, Hasan Khan, we can able to do that, no problem at all. Need not be file not found exception. It's parent, sir. I want to give 10 rupees to you. Hasan Khan, I want to give some 1,000 rupees to you. This is about my requirement is I have to give 1,000 rupees to you. But I want to give 10,000. Are you going to accept or not? Are you getting my point right? I want to give 1,000 rupees to you, but I want to give 10,000. Are you going to accept or not? Yes, why not? So I require to handle file not found exception. Hey, more than that I want to handle, man. More than that I'm going to handle, no problem. Yes, why not? Why not? Are you in a position to handle file not found exception or not? Yes, that's about my requirement. Yes. So exception means it's a change also by default this person can able to handle it. That's why. Okay, well. So if we write IO exception inside catch block, then what will happen? Nothing, sir. If IO exception is going to come, acceptable. That's what I told, right? You can write file not found exception, you can write IO exception, you can write exception, everything is going to be acceptable. But which one is the recommended? You have to tell Purushottam. Which one is the recommended? Which one is the recommended? Highly recommended, most specific exception. Most specific exceptions are always recommended to handle instead of generalizer. Generalizer is always worst kind of programming practice. Specific, because specific means you are always concentrating about that particular thing only. Just if you want certification, attending certification classes is helpful, or attending general core Java classes is helpful. If you want certification, then which one you are going to prefer? Of course, general classes So may not fulfill your requirement. Regarding more specific classes, which is going to talk each and every point related to certification, obviously recommended, right? So generalized exceptions not a good programming practice to handle. Highly recommended to handle specific exceptions. Getting Saurav Kumar, I hope your doubt also got clarified. Clear? Yeah. Saurav, you can take IO exception. Acceptable. Because IO exception is the parent of final found exception according to our diagram. Yeah. Now, what is the meaning of checked exceptions? Very clear, sir. Next, some exceptions which are not checked by compiler, whether programmer handling or not. There are some exceptions are there which are not checked by compiler, whether programmer handling or not, because of compiler not having the ability, or because of those exceptions are very rarely occurred exceptions, that may be the reason. Because of those exceptions are very rarely occurred exceptions, that may be the reason, sir. So now the important conclusion. Now the important point, what you people should aware. What you people should aware, sir. Checked exceptions, unchecked exceptions. The important point is best example. Your mother can check. Your mother can check whether you are taking all ticket or not. Mother can check whether you are taking extra pen or not, because pen not working exception in the exam hall is a very common. The mother can check whether you are handling, whether we are taking extra pen or not. Suppose if the mother can ask the question like, Array, you went to the exam. While writing the exam, suddenly just beside a big bomb blast is going to happen. Regarding a big bomb blast is going to be happen. How you can handle? If the mother can ask such a type of questions. Are you getting? If the mother can ask such a type of questions. If my mother really is going to ask these questions, I never go for the exam. Even if I'm going for exam, my concentration not on the paper. Is there any surrounding bomb is there or not? Regarding definitely, mother never going to ask. Next, mother can ask, Array, are you taking all ticket or not? Are you taking extra pen or not? These kind of things mother can ask. Now, if the mother can ask, if the mother can ask, Array, while going to the exam hall, some accident happened, then how you can handle the situation? Is these kind of things mother can ask? Ray, is these kind of things mother can ask? Never, most of the times, never going to ask. What is the reason for that? Is these are type of scenarios very rarely occur. Out of crores of times, maybe one time. Very rarely occur. The most rarely occurred exceptions, yes, compiler never going to check. Remember that. So if the values are available at runtime only, compiler never going to check. Because if the values are at the beginning, my compiler can able to check. But if the values are available at runtime, then compiler never going to check. Observe that. So there are some exceptions which are not checked by compiler, whether programmer handling or not. Those exceptions are called unchecked exceptions. Are you getting? Those things are called unchecked exceptions, right? Sir, let me go for a small chota example. Very small example. I'm taking, sir, system.out.println of 10 by 0. 10 by 0. Okay, assume that, sir. 10 by 0 I'm taking. So now I will ask, compiler, can you please compile? Compiler, can you please compile? Immediately, compiler is happily is going to compile, no problem at all. Hurry, why not? Because compiler never going to perform this comparison, this operation. Compiler never going to tell that arithmetic exception is going to come, because arithmetic exception never going to be checked by compiler. Remember that. Okay, at runtime, if I execute this code at runtime, definitely exception is going to come, sir. definitely exception is going to come. Remember that arithmetic exception is coming definitely, but still very unfortunate. My compiler not in a position to recognize, not in a position to check this exception. Such type of exceptions are by default considered yes. By default considered yes. Okay, such type of exceptions are by default considered yes. Do you know these things are by default considered yes? Okay, like unchecked exceptions. Remember that. So the exceptions which are checked by compiler are called checked exceptions. The exceptions which are unchecked by compiler are called unchecked exceptions. Any doubt? Can you give an example for checked exception? Please guide. Can you please give an example for checked exception? Checked exception. Can you give an example for checked exception? Array, file not found exception. Just now we covered file not found exception, EOF exception, like that. These are the checked. Can you give an example for unchecked exception? Unchecked exception. Unchecked exception. Good. Unchecked exception, arithmetic exception, either unchecked exception. Arithmetic exception, either unchecked exception. Example, just an example like now I have one small doubt. Now, Sayan Banerjee, Veeramani, Satish, you people, especially, I mean, the people who are already strong in subject, please think a bit very carefully. What is the difference between exception and error? Already I told. Exceptions are recoverable because program is responsible to raise that exception. I mean, program most of the times our program is causing for exceptions recoverable. Errors are not caused by our program. These are lack of system resources. Errors are non-recoverable. Now I have one small doubt. Compiler will ask Durga, file not found exception is coming. How you can handle? Please let me know. File not found exception is coming. How you can handle? Please let me know. Otherwise, I can't compile. Yes, meaningful. Yes, meaningful. But now I'm telling, if out of memory error is coming, out of memory error is coming, out of memory error is coming, Durga, can you please tell how you can handle it? If the compiler asking, Durga, if out of memory error is coming, how you can handle it? Then I will give left and right to the compiler. Because if out of memory error is coming, am I responsible to handle? Is it possible to handle programmatically? Respond, man. Is it possible to handle programmatically? No, it is not my job. It's not my job. How the compiler is going to ask me? If the compiler will ask this question, I will give left and right to the compiler. Hey, compiler, first you wear the concept. Out of memory error, how I can handle? Like I can give left and right to the compiler. Observe the terminology very clearly there. So means errors are unchecked because we are not going to handle those things. So exceptions only checked, but errors are always unchecked. Remember that errors are always unchecked. Now, according to our diagram, which are checked, which are unchecked, this knowledge must be required. Remember that. Sir, among all these things, runtime exception and its child classes. Sir, that's all. This is runtime exception and its child classes. Error and its child classes. Runtime exception and its child classes. Error and its child classes are unchecked. Unchecked. Except these, all the remaining are checked exceptions only. Remember, sir, runtime exception and its child classes. Error and its child classes are unchecked. Observe that carefully. This group is called unchecked. Okay, unchecked group. This is unchecked, sir. Similarly, this group is also unchecked, sir. Except this, the total remaining thing is by default considered as checked exceptions, right? Any doubt? Please respond. Everyone in a position to understand, right? So what is the checked exception? What is the unchecked exception? You people should have clear clarity about this terminology. Okay, so yeah, which are checked, which are unchecked, this knowledge, because through keyword always associated with these things. That's why compulsory you should have clarity about this checked and unchecked. Even for the interview room also, this concept especially very important concepts. That's why make sure you should have clear clarity about this. And then I will introduce the terminology. What is the try? What is the catch? What is the finally? Next, and after that, what is the control flow if anywhere required? Next, throws keyword, how to define our own checked exceptions. Like all these things we are going to discuss in detail. Don't worry, sir. And then the practice bits also I will show. There are some people are asking, is it true air all error prefixed with error? All error prefixed with error? No, need not be. Need not be. Need not be. Yeah, and I mean I can able to understand suffixed. No, need not be. Need not be. But most of the times suffixed. Most of the time suffixed. But need not be. There is no such type of rule. Throwable is there. Have you observed? Actually, it is the class. Actually, it is the class. But it seems to be the word adjective. Seems to be the word interface, runnable. So all errors are ends with error. All exceptions are ends with exception. Okay, that's all. Just take few minutes break, and then we will continue again for the remaining part. Very clear for you people. What is very important. Okay, for you people, just aware what is the checked exception and what is unchecked exception. What is the checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions? These things you people should aware. Everyone have clear idea because we spend huge time. Okay, now the next thing what I have to discuss for you people, right? Just do you know what is the next important thing? Sir, customized exception handling. Customized exception handling by using try catch. Exception handling by using try catch. Customized exception handling by using try catch. Okay, sir, how we can able to handle this part I will discuss for you people, right? But before that, Satish, where you got these questions? Is it available in our material? Yes, Satish. Yeah, that thing is related to sorry, OCJP 1.6 version. Okay, so not for 809. So there are a lot of syllabus changes are there. Okay, there are lot of syllabus changes are there. Okay, that's why not recommended for 809 exam. Yeah. Now here just take a bit very special care. How you can able to customize? How you can able to handle customized exceptions? Right? I mean how you can able to handle exceptions in our own style. Observe that. Sir, if you observe, if you are seeing class test public static void main, here I'm taking system.out.println of statement 1. System.out.println of statement 1 I'm taking, sir. Now statement 2 and then statement 3. Assume that statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. Something like open DB connection, reading data and close the DB connection. Regarding open DB connection, reading the data and close the DB connection, this is our activity, right? Now the point here is, sir, we open database connection successfully, but while reading data, while reading data, I'm facing some problem, 10 by 0. Arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception rises, sir. Regarding while sir reading, some exception got raised, statement 3. Can you please guide what is the output by default we are going to get if I can take like this? Please respond. Very careful. Observe what is the output by default we are going to get if I can take like this. Ayo. Statement 1 and then statement 1 and then arithmetic exception, statement 1 and then arithmetic exception, and statement 3 will be executed or won't be executed. Can you please confirm? Statement 3 will be executed or won't be executed. Yes, make sure statement 3 won't be executed. Statement 3 won't be executed. Observe very carefully about that terminology, sir. Statement 3 won't be executed because here only the problem is coming. You are not handling that. Is this one either normal termination or abnormal termination? Is it normal or abnormal termination? Abnormal termination. It is not graceful termination. Okay. Now have a look once, sir, about this. Sir, I'm taking here observe statement 1 followed by arithmetic exception. Statement 1 followed by arithmetic exception. Sir, statement 3 never going to execute. Assume that it is open DB connection, reading the data, closing the DB connection, but here the problem is coming, then no one is going to close. One database connection is going to be wasted. Means abnormal termination, not at all recommended. Everyone can aware, sir? Abnormal termination, not at all recommended. Okay, make sure you people should be aware. So now, to make this program normal termination, we should go for exception handling. Are getting customized exception handling, right? Okay. So now for that we require to use try catch. We require to use try catch, right? So what the possibility? What is that is? So this is the total code. In this code, which code may raise an exception? Can you please tell me which code may raise an exception? First one or second one or third one? Which code may raise an exception? First one or second one or third? Okay, second. So you know, because here we are performing some arithmetic operation. Whenever we are performing some arithmetic operations, maybe a chance of arithmetic exception. The code which may raise an exception, not guarantee always rising. The code which may raise an exception, that code is by default considered. Yes, observe that the code which may raise an exception, the code is always considered as risky code. Regarding what is this code, sir? Can you spell out? Risky code. Risky code means boss, it's dangerous code, man. Maybe a chance of failing. The code which may raise an exception is called risky code. Risky code, but not risky, sir. Risky code. Now, the risky code we require to take inside a try block. Inside try block, we require to take risky code, sir. Okay, risky code. If an exception occurs, then immediately corresponding handling code we require to take inside catch block. Regarding if an exception is rising, sir, maybe arithmetic exception, whatever the exception we are going to get, yes, here the corresponding handling code we have to take. Regarding so inside a try block, which code we require to take? Risky code we have to take. Regarding inside catch block, which code we have to take? Handling code we have to take. Remember that, sir. Which code we require to take? Handling code we require to take. If an exception occurs, automatically the control will goes to catch block, and hence happily catch block will be continued. Once catch block completed, now the remaining code will be executed normally. Observe that now the remaining code will be executed normally. It is the normal termination, but not abnormal termination. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, so now have a look once. let me make sorry here. Among these three lines, which line is the risky code? Can you please guide, sir? Among these three lines, which line is the risky code? Which line is the risky code, sir? The risky code is second line itself is the risky code. Correct or not? Second line itself is the risky code, right? That's why we have to take that risky code inside a try block. Are you getting? Inside the try block I'm taking, sir. Next, which exception there is a possibility? Arithmetic exception. Are you getting? Which exception there is a possibility? Arithmetic exception. Catch block, arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception is yes. Okay, like sir, inside, sir, while performing here, here observe, while performing here these arithmetic operations, if you are facing any problem, boss, no problem at all. Can you please do this alternative work? Can you please do this alternative work? Like this I can able to tell. Can you please do this alternative work? Like this we can. After completing this, happily continue remaining code normally. That's all. Happily, can you please continue remaining code normally like this, right? Can you please guide? If it is the case, what the output we are going to get now? Please respond. If it is the program, what is the output we are going to get now? Saurav, observe statement 1 will be executed normally. Here the problem is coming. Whenever the problem is coming, immediately the control will comes to catch block. The control will comes to catch block. Catch block will execute. After completing catch block, now the remaining code will be executed after catch block. What is the remaining code is nothing but like this. So the output is statement 1, and then here it's not going to be executed completely. Because of that, the control will comes. 10 by 2 means 1, 10 by 2 means 5. Next time after that, statement 3 by default will be executed. Can you please guide? Is it normal termination or abnormal termination? Is it normal or abnormal termination? Make sure itself is nothing but what? Abnormal termination. Abnormal termination or normal? Normal or abnormal? You respond, man. Is it normal termination or abnormal termination? Yes, it is the normal termination because remaining code also going to be executed. Okay, like now observe a bit carefully. Here, happily the code compiles fine. Happily the code compiles fine. Now Java test statement 1 is going to be executed. Next, while executing try block, there is a problem. Arithmetic exception raised. Immediately the control will comes to catch block. Immediately the control will comes to catch block. Are you getting? Catch block. Sir, inside catch block, which code we are taking? 10 by 2. 10 by 2 means 5. Sir, after completing catch block, it is the exception riser handled. That's why immediately this system.out.println is going to be executed. Statement 3, sir. Okay, earlier abnormal termination, but now it will become normal termination. That's all. So inside the try block, which code we have to take, sir? Risky code. The code which may raise an exception. Okay. Inside catch block, which code we require to take? Handling code we require to take, sir. Handling code we require to take. Okay. So maybe a chance of raising an exception. If any exception is going to be raised, immediately the corresponding catch block will execute, and the corresponding catch block by default will be executed. You people should be aware. Are you able to understand? Normal termination, abnormal termination. Which code we have to take inside the try block? Which code we have to take inside the finally block is a very clear for you people, right? Any explanation is required? Can you please guide? Any explanation is required? Array, no response, man. Please respond. Saurav, sorry, try and catch block is static, non-static. Saurav, static, non-static, such type of terminology. Don't create confusion. Nowhere related to static or non-static here. Forget about that. That concept is nowhere related to this. It is not static block. It is not non-static block. Remember, it is the try block and it is the catch block. These are different blocks. Static block, instance block, those are different blocks. Don't feel always static block, non-static block only. No, here try block possible, except block is possible, I mean catch block is possible, finally block is possible. Next, if block, else block, like. Okay, up to this, any doubt? This is about try catch blocks, right? Okay, what is the within the try block, if there is any exception is going to come, then the corresponding catch block is going to execute, and then like this, right? Then immediately some people may ask, yes sir, here why this reference regarding catch block? What is the use of E? It is the reference to exception object. Here which exception got raised? Saurabh Sharma, which exception got raised? Sumit, which exception got raised? Arithmetic exception got raised. Now this arithmetic exception object is going to be sent to the catch block. Now this E point into this arithmetic exception object. If you want to know exception information, just E dot print stack trace. Are you getting? E dot print stack trace like this. Are you getting? Now exception information by default will be displayed to the console. Sorry, if exception got raised, I want to print exception information to the console. E dot print stack trace. Now observe that. We can use E to get exception information inside catch block. Now observe this statement 1. Now this is the exception information. Next 5 and then statement 3. Are you able to get right? Okay. If you don't want complete information, just only description, or only this one like this, then automatically instead of this you can take system.out.println of E. Print. If any exception got raised, print that exception information. Only exception information by default will be printed. Name of the exception, and then message, description of the exception, right? Name of the exception and a message like this, right? So I want only message. Then automatically E dot get a message. Are you getting? Now observe carefully. What is the output by default you are going to get? Yes, a statement, just a division by 0. Sumit, now I hope you can able to understand what is the need of this E. If you want to access exception information, then this E is reference to exception object can be used. That's all. This is about this is about what is the try catch and how to print exception information also. Next, you know, sometimes what will happen is, take a bit very special case. Try there may be a chance of raising multiple exceptions. Maybe a chance of raising multiple exceptions. There is a possibility, right? Sir, best example, I want to read A and B from the keyboard. Int A is equal to integer dot parse int of accept 0. Have you remembered? Somewhere you may have this type of idea. Accept 0. What's the purpose of this one? Can you please tell what the purpose of this one? To read the command line arguments, and the command line argument is always a string form. You have to convert that string to int value. We require to use integer parse int is the method we require to use, right? Okay, like that. Similarly, int b is equal to integer dot parse int of accept 1. Oh, you are reading two values from the command prompt. Now, just I want to print system.out.println. Sir, A by B. I'm trying to print, sir. A by B. The result is The result is A by B. Okay, plus A by B. I'm trying to print, sir. That's all. This is about my requirement, right? Now listen a bit very carefully. Yes, now I require to execute the code. Now I require to execute the code. Here happily the code compiles fine. Java Java test 1020 or otherwise 2010 2010 2010 20 by 10 means 2 is the answer. The result is the 2. Perfect, sir. Now here I'm taking 20 0. Hey, 20 by 0, man. 20 0. Immediately arithmetic exception is going to be raised. Next, sir, I'm trying to take 10 and then 2. 10 and then 2. So you can't convert 10 into number. Number format exception. Number format exception. Are you getting? What is this exception is going to come? Number format exception is going to come. Now it is very clear in this how many types of exceptions there is a possibility. Can you please guide? How many types of exceptions possible? 2 possibilities. If this string is not a number format exception we are going to get. If the second argument is the 0, then we are going to get arithmetic exception. That's why. So within the risky code, there may be a chance of multiple exceptions may be a chance to rise. Different types of exceptions may be a chance to rise. But we don't know. Okay, here which exception is going to come at runtime? It may be arithmetic, it may be number format based on your provided input. That's why what we require to take here is I can take try. Sir, this total risky code, let me move to try block. Are you getting? Let me move to try block, sir. Total risky code, I'm moving to try block. Now, which exception is going to come, sir? Which exception is going to come? Sir, maybe a chance arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception. Sir, if arithmetic exception is coming, then I will provide the output system.out.println. Please provide non-zero values. Please provide non-zero values. Like this I'm providing, sir. Please provide non-zero values. Like this I'm telling. Next, maybe a chance of number format exception also. Maybe a chance of number format exception also. Sir, if a number format exception is going to come, then automatically please provide int values only. Like this I'm taking, sir. Now try with how many catch blocks? Can you please tell? Try with how many catch blocks? How many catch blocks I'm taking? Hey, you are silent, man. Try with how many catch blocks I'm taking? 2 catch blocks. Try with two catch blocks I'm taking, sir. So this is only try with 2 catch blocks I'm trying to take. Yes. Veermani, you are asking something. Saurav, it is not nested try catch blocks. Just a single try with multiple catch blocks. Veermani, not required to take separate even. This is local variable related to this catch block. This is local variable related to this catch block. This variable can have the same name, no problem. Yes, and now observe that carefully. Anywhere spelling mistake? Where? Println. Cyan, which line? Sys out. Which line? Line number. Here, system.out.17, line number 17. Sorry. System.out.println. Okay. Yeah, int values only. No problem. Because anyway, within the string, right? Don't worry. Yeah. Okay. Now just observe carefully. Here, the code compiles fine. No problem. The code compiles fine. Now 1020 perfectly result is 2. 10 by 20 result is 2. Now 10 followed by 0. 20 0, what is the output you will get? What exception will be raised? Arithmetic exception. If arithmetic exception is going to come, please provide non-zero values only. Please provide non-zero values only, like this, right? Now observe carefully. Please provide non-zero values only. Please provide non-zero values only, like this, right? We can able to do that. Okay, please provide non-zero values only. Okay, like next I'm taking. Next I'm taking. Here observe a bit carefully, sir. Please provide non-zero values only. Now, if I can take TEN followed by 2, TEN followed by 2. Now, please provide into values only. Please provide into values only, like this, right? Into values only, like so. Within the try block, there may be a chance of raising multiple exceptions. Multiple, there is a possibility, but at runtime only one. But which one we don't know. It may be number format. It may be arithmetic exception. That's why it is highly recommended to define catch block for every exception type. Remember, highly recommended to define catch block for every exception type. That's why try with the multiple catch blocks is always possible. It is always a good programming practice. Remember, try with multiple catch blocks always possible. It is always a good programming practice. Okay, highly recommended thing. Is it possible or not? Yes. How many try blocks are there? Please respond. How many try blocks are there? How many try blocks are there? Only one. But how many catch blocks are there? Please guide. How many catch blocks are there? 2 catch blocks. That's why try with multiple catch blocks is always recommended. Is always a good programming practice. You people should have clear clarity, right? Okay, that's all. Next, multiple try blocks you want to take. Single try with multiple catch blocks are allowed. Okay. Now, next terminology. What is the next one? Is very important. Very important, sir. There is one small issue is there. If we throws an exception in the main, no, sir, there is one small point is there, sir. What is the point you should aware? Here, how many catch blocks I wrote? Very important point. How many catch blocks I wrote? Yeah. How many? 2 catch blocks. First, which exception we are taking? Yes, Purushottam, take a bit special care. Yes, your point only I'm explaining. What the arithmetic? Second one, number format. Is there any relation between these two exceptions? No relation. Both are child types of exception. That's all. No relation at all. No relation. Now, if I'm taking exception, no problem at all. No problem, sir. If arithmetic exception is coming, it is going to execute. If it is not arithmetic exception, it is going to execute. No problem. No problem. First child type and the parent type. If the child, then it will execute. If it is not going to be satisfied, then it's going to be executed like this, right? Here, observe. Compile is fine. The corresponding output by default you are going to get valid. Here, how the JVM is always going to check, sir? How the JVM is always going to check? 1 minute. 10 0. Please provide non-zero values. Perfect. Sir, TEN2. Please provide into values only. Perfectly, it's working. How the JVM is going to check, sir? If an exception rises inside try block, try block, immediately JVM will check if the first catch block matched or not. Yes, it is matched. It will be executed. If it is not matched, then immediately, then it will search for next one. Are you getting? JVM always going to search from top to bottom only. JVM is always going to search from top to bottom only. So now here see this. Okay, always going to search from top to bottom. Now I'm reversing the order. First this catch block I'm taking, and then this catch block I'm taking, sir. Is it valid or invalid? Can you please confirm? Yes, good. Every person. Is it valid or invalid? Yes. Is it valid or invalid? Invalid. 100% pakka. This one is invalid. This one is invalid. What is the problem? What is the problem with that? Is if arithmetic exception is coming, JVM is always going to ask first catch block. Array, first catch block is going to tell, hey, I can handle arithmetic exception also. I can handle arithmetic exception also, because exception means it can handle its childs also. If arithmetic exception also can be handled by this catch block, when this catch block will get the chance, never. This code will become unreachable. Unreachable. That's why, sir, do you know? Try with the multiple catch blocks. The order is very important. First parent and then child type is not allowed. Okay. First child and then parent we have to take. So order is always child to parent, but not from parent to child. If you are taking like this, immediately you are going to get error saying exception, arithmetic exception has already been caught. Why you are taking second time catch block? Like the problem is going to come. Can you please have a look once? Have a look once. Regarding exception, arithmetic exception has already been caught. Arithmetic exception has already been caught. This is the exception by default you are going to get. Comparative error by default you are going to get. So try with the multiple catch blocks is always possible. Don't keep any doubt in that. Try with multiple catch blocks is always possible. Don't keep any doubt. But order of catch blocks is very important, sir. Compulsory it should be from child to parent only. By mistake, if you are taking parent to child, immediately you are going to get exception. I mean comparative error. Any doubt? That's why minimum basic idea compulsory you people should aware that diagram. Regarding minimum basic idea, compulsory you should have idea in the diagram whatever I explained. Here which is the parent, which is the child, and so on. Saurav, here have you observed? Exception is the parent. Arithmetic exception is the child. Minimum idea about this diagram must be required. That's why I took this much care to draw this diagram. You are not required to remember all the things, but basic idea compulsory you should aware which is the parent, which is the child. Next and after that, the most commonly raised exceptions, like you should have the clarity. Any doubt? Can I go to the next level, please? Okay. Now the next cinema we are taking. Here observe carefully. That's all this is about. The next one, very important concept, finally block. Very important terminology, finally block. Finally, what we have to do? Finally, what we have to do? Very simple, sir. Very simple. In our program, if exception raised or not raised, sir, observe my if exception raised or not raised. If exception handle or not handle, if exception raised or not raised, handle or not handle. Regarding handle or not handle, in any case, some code I want to execute. Regarding in any case, some code I want to execute. If exception raised or not raised, handle or not handle, in any case, compulsory some code I want to execute, sir. Like closing database connection. Next closing network connection, something like that. So whether exception raised or not raised, whether exception handled or not handled. Are you getting that? Whether exception raised, whether exception raised or not raised, and whether exception handled or not handled. Whether exception handled or not handled. In any case, some code should be executed, like closing database connection, network connection. This type of code is called okay, resource deallocation code. Resource deallocation code. Observe that, sir. Resource deallocation code. Resource deallocation means releasing the resources, which is also known as cleanup code. Again, which is also known as cleanup code. Such a type of cleanup code where we have to take, sir, inside finally block. Simple word, simple terminology, just give it. Sir, what is the purpose of finally block? Simple answer. To maintain cleanup code. What is the purpose of finally block? To maintain cleanup code. To maintain cleanup code. Next, what is the, here just observe whether exception raised or not raised. What is the purpose of finally block? To maintain cleanup code. Next, what is the, here just take, what is the specialty of finally block? The finally block will be executed always, whether exception raised or not raised, handled or not handled. Are you getting that? Finally block will be executed always, whether exception raised or not raised, handled or not handled. In any case, my finally block will be executed always. Remember that. Such a type of cleanup code where we have to take up inside finally block. So now observe a bit very carefully, sir. I'm taking try block. I'm taking try. Inside a try, which code we are taking? Inside try, which code we are taking? Risky code. Inside except catch block, which code we are going to take? Inside catch block, which code we are going to take? Handling code. Handling code. Inside finally block, which code we have to take? Cleanup code. Are you getting cleanup code? Now observe, try catch finally. You people should be aware. Try risky code we have to take. Inside catch block, handling code we have to take. Inside finally block, cleanup code we have to take. So finally block meant for cleanup activities. Remember, finally block meant for cleanup activities. The main purpose of finally block is, anyone can you please guide? What is the main purpose of finally block? To maintain cleanup code. Okay. What is the specialty of finally block, sir? The specialty of finally block is it will be executed always, whether exception raised, not raised, handled or not handled. Sir, in any case, sir, finally block will be executed always. Such a type of code is by default considered as finally block. Any doubt? I will explain with examples. Don't worry. Just the basic idea. Only two things you people should be aware. The first one, what is the purpose of finally block? Next, the second one, sir, what is the specialty of finally block? Finally, cleanup code means resource deallocation code. Closing the database connection, closing the network connection. This type of terminology is by default considered cleanup code. Clear? Okay. Let me go for a small chota example. Small example here. Just observe that. I'm taking here. Try system.out.println. Okay, try. Observe carefully, sir. Try. Next, sir, this is the catch block. Just I'm taking. This is the catch block. Next, I'm taking this total thing is finally. That's all. Just I'm adding finally. Like this. Try catch finally. If I run this code, what is the output we will get? Please respond. If I run this code, what is the output we are going to get? Try followed by finally. because there is no exception, catch is not going to execute. That's why try followed by finally. Perfect. Sorry, what is the answer? Try followed by finally. Like this we are going to get. We are not required to pass command line. That example already completed. Try followed by finally. Okay, well. Now my point is, so if there is no exception, finally block will be executed. Practical proof. If there is no exception, finally block got executed. Practical proof. Now inside try exception raised. Exception raised. Which exception raised, sir? Arithmetic exception. Oh, sir, exception raised and corresponding catch block matched. Exception raised and corresponding catch block matched. Can you please tell what is the output by default? I mean, what will happen in this case? Please respond. What is the output by default you are going to get? Try catch finally. Try catch finally. Yes, an exception raised, handle. Now observe the code compiles fine. The code compiles fine, but the output try catch finally. This is the answer by default you are going to get. Now next the case. Exception raised, but the corresponding catch block is not available. Do you know? Corresponding catch block not available because arithmetic exception rises, sir. But this catch block meant for null pointer exception. Oh, exception raised, but the corresponding catch block not available. Can you please get what will happen? Yes. Please guide in this case what will happen. Is it normal termination or abnormal termination? Normal or abnormal? Oh, who are telling normal? Germany. Normal termination or abnormal termination? Abnormal. Correct. Now observe the flow. Observe the flow. Okay. Here say this one. Here say this. If an exception, sir, try block normal. If an exception raised, corresponding catch block not available because it is the arithmetic exception, but this catch block for null pointer exception. Regarding it is the arithmetic exception, but this catch block for null pointer exception. That's why corresponding catch block not available. If the corresponding catch block not available, abnormal termination. Yes, obviously, because no one is there to handle abnormal termination. But before abnormal termination, compulsory finally block will be executed. Remember, only finally, compulsory finally block will be executed. That's why happily this finally is going to execute. Try finally and then abnormal termination. Remember that, try finally and then abnormal termination. Observe carefully. The code compiles fine. The code compiles fine. Now have a look once. What is the output by default you are going to get, sir? Try finally and then abnormal termination. That's what you people should aware. Any doubt? Any doubt? Exception in the thread main. Okay. So try finally followed by abnormal termination. That's all. It's a very clear, sir. Even in the case of abnormal termination, compulsory finally block will be executed. So it is the speciality of finally block is finally block will be executed always, whether exception raised, not raised, handle or not handle. In any case, finally block will be executed. Remember that. Okay. Now I have one small point. I have one small twist. What the twist here is? Take very special care about this one. I have one small twist here. What is the twist is? Suppose inside try block, system dot exit system dot exit of 0 is there. Are you getting? So do you know what is the meaning of system dot exit of 0? What it means? What the meaning of system dot exit of 0 means? JVM itself is going to be terminated. System means JVM, sir. JVM itself is going to be terminated. JVM itself is going to be terminated, sir. That thing is by default considered, system dot exit of 0. Are you getting? System dot exit of 0 means JVM itself will be terminated. If JVM is going to terminate, who is going to execute my finally block? No one is going to execute, sir. JVM itself is going to be terminated. No one. So very important question for the interview room. Is there any situation where the finally block is not going to be executed? Is there any situation where the finally block is not going to be executed? Yes, whenever we are using system.exit of 0, then JVM itself is going to be shut down. In this particular case, finally block won't be executed. Any doubt? Any doubt? In this particular situation, finally block won't be executed, except that in all remaining cases, finally block will be executed, sir. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now have a look once. Observe carefully. Only try. Sir, with the finally block? No, because you are killing the JVM. That JVM is the responsible to execute finally. If JVM is not there, where is the question of finally block? That's fine. So in the interview person may ask, is there any situation where the finally block won't be executed? Yes, there is a possibility. So whenever we are using system.exit of 0, except for this situation, everywhere finally block is always going to be executed, sir. Make sure you people should be aware. Any doubt? Good. Shubham Das. Here, compulsory we require to pass some number. It may be 0 or it may be 100 or it may be minus 100. Some numbers are minus 1, minus 2, minus 786, some number you require to pass. 0 means normal termination. Non-zero means abnormal termination. Remember that. 0 means normal termination. Non-zero means abnormal termination. But this 0 or non-zero, program point of view, effect is always same. Only internally used by JVM this number. That's all. So program wise, the result is always the same. If you want, you can observe minus 100 I took. Minus 100 I took. Same answer. Program wise no difference, but internally. So why JVM crashed? Because of normal termination or because of abnormal termination? It has to write somewhere in the log just which information will be updated. 0 means normal termination, non-zero means abnormal termination. Just for reporting purpose, internal reporting purpose, not with respect to the program. But any number you can pass. But recommended to pass 0. Shubham. Clear? Yeah, Sumit, if we don't know exact exception type, then what the recommended to handle? Sir, one important point you people should be aware. Sir, I don't know. Here just observe that. If you don't know exception type, you are not in a position to handle. Then automatically just a print exception information, stop the program. We have nothing. Are you getting? Just stop the program and the print exception information. That's all. You can't do anything beyond that. So that's why. So whenever you are writing Java code, compulsory some basic possible exceptions you should aware. Suppose you are traveling in the car. I don't know which type of problems are going to come while traveling in the car. No, you can't tell like that. Because while traveling in the car, There may be a chance of tire puncture exception, Stephanie should be ready. There may be a chance of diesel completion exception, you should be in a position to ready. You have to be aware, oh, next 10 kilometers only, diesel is going to be completed. Meanwhile, I have to fill with the diesel engine, I have to fill tank once again with the diesel, like, so that knowledge compulsory programmer having. So I don't know which type of exceptions are going to come, no such type of scenario in reality. Sumit, are you able to understand? Sumit, yeah. Now from flow perspective, is every statement in try block executed first and then compiler checks if the exception rise, exception in the checked or not, complete try block. Asan Khan, I didn't get you. Can you please again? Asan Khan, can you please come again? Yeah. Can you please just you are asking the doubt, I didn't get you. From flow perspective, is every statement in try block is executed? I mean, all statements in try block are executed or not? Yes. Here there is one small twist is there, sir. That twist you have to aware. What is that twist here is very important, sir. What that twist here is very important. Or single is checked against exception. Just generally what will happen here, generally what will happen, these statements will be executed one by one. Observe carefully, sir. These statements will be executed one by one inside try block. First one executed, second one executed. Assume if second one there is a problem, immediately JVM will identify corresponding catch block. Immediately JVM will identify corresponding catch block. Under then JVM will identify corresponding catch block. Under then it is going to perform the corresponding activity. Remember that, I hope. Are you in a position to understand? Okay, just if an exception got raised, inside try, immediately statement by statement only my JVM is going to check. Yes, there is a problem at statement 2. Immediately corresponding catch block is going to execute. Regarding immediately corresponding catch block is going to execute, sir. Now the point here is, if the corresponding catch block not matched, then complete and then remaining. If the corresponding catch block not matched, abnormal termination. Yes, it's always going to execute line by line only. If anywhere exception rises, that is the last statement inside try block. Okay, remaining code is not going to be executed because the control immediately is coming to catch block. That's it. This is about try, catch, finally. Observe carefully. Can I go to the next level? Can I go to the next level? Yes. Okay. Now the next words are very dangerous words we require to talk. Throw keyword, throws keyword, these kind of things. So, but just before that, with fresh mind, we are going to discuss. Okay. So, just these things compulsory you people should have clarity, sir.